What's good, people? The shooting death of United Healthcare CEO is a tragedy, and my prayers go out to his family and loved ones. However, the words that were inscribed on the bullets and the total lack of sympathy received from the public really tells you a lot about the reality of the insurance industry and how they operate. Let's start with the words inscribed on the bullets. Deny, defend, and depose. That's actually a book that's written about the insurance industry and about the systems they use to routinely deny legitimate health insurance and injury claims. And as a personal injury lawyer, I will tell you this is a reality of what I see and what my clients deal with on a daily basis. I'm going to tell you what these words mean and the significance on how individuals who need health insurance claims paid and people that are injured, how these words affect them on a daily basis. Let's start with the first word, deny. What that means is the insurance carrier refuses to pay the claim. Normally, it's based on some obscure or vague term or clause in the policy that the insured never understood or never even knew existed. Now let's talk about defend. Now, what normally happens, or what often happens rather, is the person that's insured hires an attorney to represent them and try to persuade the insurance carrier to pay the claim and explain to them why they're legally obligated to pay the claim. Now, in turn, what the insurance carrier does is hire their own law firm, normally some law firm with over 100 lawyers, and they hire that law firm to defend the claim instead of paying it. And that law firm normally has boilerplate letters and pleadings they just kind of spit out routinely to make the lawyer for the insured work really hard just to get the claim started. The next word on the bullets was depose. Now, what happens is once the insurance carrier gets their lawyers involved, they've got the right to take depositions, which are basically statements under oath. And they depose everybody that they believe has any bearing or information about the claim. They depose the insured, they depose the doctors, the plaintiff's lawyers, experts, the family members of the insured. They do all of that to drag this process out. And you may be wondering, asking yourself, well, why would the insurance company do that for a claim only worth a few $1,000s when you have someone who's been paying premiums every year and they're counting on the health insurance? And the answer is easy. It's money. If you think it's just a few $1,000s on one case, that's not how it works. Think about the millions of people that have insurance claims they're filing every single day. And the money they're not paying out, it's not sitting in the bank. That money is invested in high yield hedge funds, producing the insurance carriers lots of money in investment returns on a yearly and daily basis. So the longer they can keep that money invested and less they can pay out to the millions of claims, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars every year. And the more they deny, defend, and depose and drag this process out, I'll tell you what happens. A lot of people, they just accept the denial and go away. Sometimes people will just, get tired and worn out and give up even when they have lawyers. Sometimes they even die. In a lot of scenarios, they just get so worn out from the process, they accept pennies on the dollar of what they're entitled to. And for anyone that does not believe that this is the reality of how insurance companies operate, all you have to do is look at the social media posts and comments that have been made after this tragic death. You see horror stories about claims being denied and involving children with brain tumors. You'll see statements like, "My insurance plan doesn't cover thoughts and prayers. My sympathies and condolences are out of network," and greed is a pre-existing condition. Now, I want to be clear. This shooting death was a horrible tragedy and should not have happened. However, the response we're seeing from the vast majority of the public sheds some light on the practices of insurance carriers in this country. That's all I got on this issue. Do me a favor, post your comments and tell me what you think about the insurance industry and call it like you see it. Thanks. Well, that's all I got. but I do appreciate you taking the time to join me on this legal deep dive. I think it's always fun to discuss these topics, tell you what I think, and get your feedback. I would really appreciate it if you took the time to like the video, subscribe to the podcast, and also I'd appreciate you sending me your comments so we can discuss the topics you want to hear about. That's it.